Man Utd beat Fulham 1-0 on Sunday evening in the Premier League. Lisandro Martinez's deflected strike secured important win at Craven Cottage. Result lifts Man Utd to 12th in the table as Cottagers stay in 10th. Manchester United secured a narrow 1-0 victory over Fulham on Sunday evening, courtesy of Lisandro Martinez's deflected strike. Fulham narrowly shaded a stodgy and insipid first half, but struggled to get the home faithful out of their seats often. Those in the away end were similarly underwhelmed by their side's lethargy in the final third, as United failed to even test Bernd Leno before the interval. The second half was similarly slow-paced, but Martinez produced the defining moment for the Red Devils in the 78th minute, as his deflected effort earned Ruben Amorim some breathing space and lifted United to 12th in the Premier League. Neither team came racing out of the blocks at Craven Cottage, but it was Fulham who forged the most promising openings during the early stages. Alex Iwobi twice called Andre Onana into routine saves, and Emile Smith-Rowe was denied by Martinez's last-ditch block after United surrendered possession in their own half. The travelling supporters voiced their frustrations at their side's lack of attacking inspiration on the half-hour mark, as Fulham's defence stifled the likes of Amad Diallo and Alejandro Garnacho with little fuss. Rasmus Højlund managed just 17 touches during the first half, fewer than Onana, while United didn't have their first attempt on goal until the 42nd minute. Bruno Fernandes provided United's first moment of invention after the restart, as his free kick glided under the Fulham wall and into the side netting, with Amorim soon turning to his bench in search of ingenuity. Joshua Zirkzee entered the fray just before the hour mark, hoping to produce another match winner against the Cottagers, having scored a debut strike in the reverse fixture. The Dutchman certainly didn't make an immediate impact for United, as they continued to make hard work of their trip to the capital. Adama Traore almost made their evening worse with 15 minutes to spare, but the Fulham substitute blazed an encouraging opening over the crossbar. It felt as if a moment of genius or a stroke of luck would decide a drab affair, and the latter proved United's savior in the 78th minute. Martinez's long-range effort took an enormous deflection off Fulham midfielder Sasa Lukic before spiraling beyond Leno's reach and into the top corner. Fulham looked unlikely to produce an equalizer, but did have the odd chance in the dying embers. Toby Collier cleared off the line from Joachim Andersen's header before Rodrigo Muniz fired over the crossbar from close range. The Brazilian will have been frustrated not to have done better. Amad thought he had wrapped up victory in stoppage time as he nestled a shot into the bottom corner, but United had to settle for a one-goal victory after VAR ruled out the forward strike for a marginal offside. Well, it wasn't pretty, but United won't care. The Red Devils were largely uninspiring as they secured a significant victory over a lifeless Fulham team, with luck on their side as they managed just their second Premier League win of the new year. Following their recent struggles, Sunday's win will feel euphoric despite United still lacking cohesion and consistency, especially in the final third. Amorim was unable to produce a master plan that unlocked Fulham, but he will at least be proud of his side's defensive efforts and ability to grind out the kind of result they have been failing to produce for much of the season. It's a victory that papers over the cracks rather than turning the corner, but it's a vital 3 points nonetheless. Having started the last 2 United matches on the bench, Højlund was shown a vote of confidence by Amorim in West London. Thrust into the starting 11 to battle 2 physical centre-halves, the Denmark international was hopeful of ending his 10-game goal drought. However, the goals were not forthcoming for Højlund, who produced a remarkably underwhelming display. He failed to create a single chance or take aim at goal, managing just 6 accurate passes during his 58 minutes on the pitch. United went direct at times, and Højlund was the man often on the receiving end of long vertical passes, but the forward surrendered possession far too easily. He lost 9 of his 11 duels as the ball frequently bounced off his shins and fell back into Fulham hands. If this was an audition for a starting spot in the future, he will not be receiving a callback. Eyebrows may have been raised when Collier was brought on to replace the injured Manuel Ugarte, ahead of Kobbie Mainoo, who had to wait until later in the match to enter the pitch. The youngster has enjoyed an encouraging breakout season, but still lacks the experience and technical quality of his fellow academy graduate. However, while Collier didn't have too much to do as United snuck victory,